have a lot of fears, probably one too many, and I'm always trying to rationalize how irrational they actually are. I have a fear of heights and moving at the speed of light, especially when I'm in the car and as well as when I walk through life. I have a fear of dying, and it's not so much the actual act of dying, but the way I end up going out, and I have a fear of it being out of my control. But even more so, I fear the day that I lose control. I'm afraid to say that I fear doing drugs, not because they're bad, not because it double stacks on my fear of dying, but because they are the greatest escape from my next fear, the one of being perceived and seen for who I actually am, because I fear that I'll never know who I am, which is why being perceived is the equivalent of a death sentence, because I'm composed of a series of self created from others' perspectives, and I fear losing myself again. I fear losing my mind, and even more so, I fear losing the people that I love the most, like my children and my family and him, because I'm afraid to admit that I'm not an easy person to love, and I fear the wrath of karma to come for all of my wrongdoings. I fear something happening to my kids because this world is a cruel place, and it often leaves me in a constant state of hypervigilance. I fear losing someone in my family before I'm able to get over my fear to tell them how much I love them and appreciate everything that they have done for me, because the last time I lost someone, I fear that my last words were ever so unkind. And I especially fear losing him, because he's the only person who saw through my fear and rationalizes my irrational without having to say a single word. And I want to let you in on a little secret. It's the one of my biggest fear of all. It's the fear of never becoming anything.